What's up, VIPs? Derek here, back with another video, and today I wanted to talk to you about something I've been thinking about the last few days. Recently I got a comment on one of my videos, and this person was sharing some of their feelings. Now let me preface this by saying, if you are willing to share your feelings, especially in the comment thread of a YouTube video, kudos to you, because that is brave. I think we know why YouTube comment threads can be very dangerous. But so far, my comment threads on my videos have been very kind, very helpful, so thumbs up to everybody for doing that. But this person was sharing how they've been blind since birth, I believe, for a long time anyway, and had not used a white cane or anything like that. But now they were getting a little older, and they thought it was kind of time to start using the cane. And they made mention how they feel like it's giving up or giving in to the blindness. They have been, doing this thing their whole lives without the cane, and now having to use it kind of made them feel like they were giving up or giving in. And to me, it sounded like this. Now, let me go ahead and say this again. This person's feelings, they're allowed to have whatever feelings they want, and that can tell them something about themselves. Feelings help us understand what's going on a little bit better, or at least help us know something is going on. But the way I thought about it was giving in or giving up to this thing was like having blindness as a monster that we wrestle against. When I was a kid, we used to play video games, and one of the video games I played was Mortal Kombat. Now, if you've ever played Mortal Kombat, you know what it is, but for those of you who haven't, it's basically this game where you have two players and they are fighting against one another. It's where, the whole thing of like finish him and things like that came from. So they're fighting each other, and in this thing, it's a tournament, and you have to go ahead and beat every single person to get to the end of the tournament. But as you go along, it gets harder, and then you get to the final level, if you will, and you fight this boss. Now, when I was a kid, I believe the boss was Goro, maybe? I'm not really sure. Leave it in the comments if you remember what the boss was. But he had 4 arms, and he was this big, muscular, monster-looking thing. And that's kind of what I thought about when I imagined fighting against a monster that is blindness. We have to fight against this thing, and he's got arms coming at you and legs, he's kicking and throwing and powers and all this stuff. It's crazy. And if it is like that, then yeah, there's probably no way you're gonna beat blindness. You're always gonna be in this constant fight, because using a white cane or using assistive technology or audio description or a talking thermometer or something like that, if that means giving in or giving up to this monster, then yeah, I can see how that would be a huge struggle. But I don't really consider blindness as this monster that I'm fighting. Now look, yeah, I struggle with sight loss. Of course I do. We all do. I've shared it here before, and I'll share it again. Of course I struggle. There are moments, times, days when I really don't appreciate this. And anybody says that they never struggle, wow, kudos to them, but I do. I struggle from time to time. But I don't consider it a battle that I'm in against some monster. Because if using the white cane or assistive technology or audio description or whatever, if that means giving up or giving in, well, that's a challenge. But I really consider it the opposite. Because if that means giving in or losing the battle, let's put it that way, if that means losing the battle, actually I consider the opposite true. Not using the white cane, not using audio description, not using a talking thermometer or something, that to me is losing the battle, because those are tools that help us live our lives to the fullest. Yes, we have to have certain accommodations made, and yes, people might look at us weird with a white cane or a guide dog or something like that, but the truth is, those things help us live our lives to the fullest, our independent lives to the fullest. And yeah, maybe it's a challenge and a struggle from time to time, but I don't consider it losing or winning a battle. All this talk of battle, I don't really consider it a battle. I consider blindness, visual impairment, sight loss, just part of my life. It is part of who I am. It's not who I am. It doesn't define me totally. And it's not some monster over here that I'm battling with 4 arms. It's just part of my life. Yes, I have to use assistive technology on my phone. Yes, I have to use a guide dog or a white cane. Yes, I have to use audio description when I watch a movie. But all of those tools are simply tools to help me live my life to the fullest. So, to that person who's feeling like that, first of all, hey, if you're feeling like that, that's okay. Those feelings are perfectly valid and helps you know or at least lead you to what's going on in your life. But I wanted to let you know that this is not a battle that we have, because honestly, if it was, I would have given up a long time ago. It's simply something that is part of our lives. And using the white cane or any other thing that helps you live your life a little better isn't giving up. isn't giving in. In fact, it's helping to embrace the sight loss, the visual impairment, the blindness that you have, and say, okay, yes, I'm going to embrace this blindness, and I'm going to live my life to the fullest anyway. So maybe instead of battling the monster, think about giving it a hug. Okay, maybe that sounds a little Mr. Rogers-ish, but think about it. I'm going to embrace this monster, and instead of it being something that's attacking me, it's something that we walk hand in hand together. I never really think about blindness being my partner in this necessarily, but I'm going to embrace it, and I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give in. I'm going to live my life to the fullest, 100%, each and every day, even if that day is a bit of a struggle. So I hope that's encouraging to the person who left that comment, and I hope that's encouraging to you guys. Actually, I really just hope it makes sense. But regardless, I hope that all of you understand that sight loss, visual impairment, blindness can be a struggle, but it is not a battle that we have to win or a battle that we have to lose. It is simply part of our lives. And that part may be hard at times, but it is simply just a part of our lives. And all those things I mentioned, like the white cane, are tools to help us live our lives, our awesome, amazing lives, to the fullest. And I hope that's what you're doing. So if this video was helpful to you, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, like it and let people know about it. And if you like this kind of stuff, well, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications so you don't miss another single video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And remember, until next time, sight loss isn't the end. It's just the beginning. My name is Derek Daniel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.